Why wait for that when you can create your own bull run, dude? Come on now. All you gotta do is choose the right coin to create your own damn bull run. This is what nobody's telling you out there. You don't gotta wait on Bitcoin, man, alright? You can create your own damn bull run. I did it last year and I'm doing it this year. When there was no jobs, I created my own. And when there is no damn bull run, guess what? I created my own too. BitX is only now getting started, man. There's more than just one way to make money here with BitX Global. Their staking program is so sexy. I think it's about time we get the CEO Harith Motorshar Mizzou back onto the channel.
It's the crypto lifestyle, baby.
Boom! So he can explain the staking program. What do you guys think? To the moon! Your money working for you, or you working for money? Welcome to the crypto lifestyle, the lifestyle where your money works for you instead of you working for that money. And oh me, oh my, that money be working real hard on that production line these days, producing us mad dollars. As you can see, I have transported my office onto the moon because apparently that's where XPX has taken us, ladies and gentlemen, who are watching this live stream right here, right now. Or for the fellow crypto lifestylers who are watching the replay, let me know in the comment section below how much you appreciate these gains as well. The token is up over 600% since my first interview I did about 4 weeks ago, and it's also up over 200% since last week's interview we did just over about a week ago as well. So either way, whichever position you got in, you should be smiling from ear to ear. And let me ask you a question. You do like making money, right? Shoot. I know I freaking do. But if you don't believe me, I don't blame you, right? But if you don't believe me, let's check this out together, okay? XPX has been the third best performing cryptocurrency in terms of top gainers, according to coinmarketcap.com, as you can see right here. I don't know about you guys, but all I hear is dollar signs. Well, I just want to say, well, Sir Harith, welcome back onto the program. Once again, it's always a pleasure to have you here on the Crypto Lifestyles channel. How you doing today, boss?
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you. How are you, Francis? The Crypto Lifestyle is doing
Not
good.
too bad. Sorry. Yeah, we're good. Sorry, I had the wrong camera angle on there.
Not at all.
We're
no
great,
problem.
man. We're great. We got a lot to talk about. The community, as you know, they're just raving about BitX. And I just want to know, I called you sir, but do you prefer your highness, emperor, king, or how about my lord?
No. Please just call me Harith. I mean, if you call me your highness and all, I'm not coming on your channel anymore.
Yeah, that was just kind of weird.
I know.
Okay.
Thank you, but
right.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. We appreciate the whole community, the Crypto Lifestyle community, the BitX Global community. We appreciate a lot of community members from different communities have been joining BitX Global, and this is really, truly a moment of real excitement, though we had some incidents. However, it's... we're truly thankful for the support that everybody gave us. So I want to give a big shout out to the Crypto Lifestyle community. Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah, no problem, man. One thing about them, right? They when they see a gem, they know what a gem is. So that's why they're clinging on to XPX. It's what I tell people at the beginning of usually my videos, not my live stream interviews. Is we look for low key gems, and that has room to grow and make us profits, and that's what they're seeing with XPX, right? But this is what I'm gonna say. I don't know about you guys, meaning the viewers, but I'm loving these damn gains. Okay, Harith, just please tell your devs in India that we do appreciate them, and also the rest of your team as well.
I did a small video, and I've been showing them screenshots of everybody's reactions. What I did is, since we could not launch on due date, which caused a lot of inconvenience for the users and supporters, what I did is I flew down myself to fix everything. And while I was flying down, I did videos of what we are doing, actually the back end, and which you don't get to see, right? You get to see only the front end as a user. But I believe in transparency of year and what we're doing. We're not just some other crypto startup which you see. We are transparent. We try our best to do whatever. Sometimes we could not stay with the timeline. So
Yeah.
wanted to apologize that, but my dev are totally aware because they see the graphs and they say, "Oh shit, we fucked up." So they were apologizing.
Yeah.
They were apologizing to that. I told them it's okay. It's just a matter of days that we're gonna launch. So I told them, it's like they were more sorry for all the users and all that they couldn't launch and the price affected some users. People got scared and all this thing. So they apologized for
The
that.
price did start to go down.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
this is the thing. This is why I say crypto is a premature to market, because the little bit of news, maybe it's a delay, people are going to sell, right?
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
premature. So like, yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. I still got my bags.
But besides that, they were very happy for the community's voice. We fixed a lot of things in terms of UI, in terms of graph, in terms of a lot of things that came out from the community. So I believe that was very nice for our dev, because again, our dev do not think business wise, right? That's not their job. Their job is to develop what we want, or I would say what the community wants, in terms of usefulness or business model or all those things. So if you don't give them instructions, they won't be able to make what you want. So what I did is, since it was a good time, we had plenty weeks to fix a lot of things. I took the community's voice and I implemented a lot of things, and I will be actually rewarding a lot of people for their voices that they gave us. So that is also on the way. I'm very thankful to those. Shout out to everybody who looked at those videos and gave us comments. Thank you so much for that.
Right. No, beautiful stuff. Actually, let me just see who we got here watching. I did not say what's up to everybody. Okay, we got about 32 people here. I want to just thank everybody who are tuning in, hanging out with us. I know you guys are just pretty much begging me, hey, get Harith back onto the channel. Let's talk about this. Hey, the people have spoken, right? So, Harith, we have to do it.
I mean, like,
we got Rockies.
We're on very intense AMA. I mean, like, I've never seen an AMA. Like, last time I got to see Binance AMA was like when 3 months ago or something, before the hack. And it's they don't need to do it. I mean, like, they don't need to do an AMA because they're already very big and things. But it's very intense. But I like this close niche to the community, and to show them what we're doing and to be alive of here. And I really thank you for taking your time and putting all these efforts to actually show the community what we are doing, and even bashing me sometimes. If you have to bash me, please go on. There's been a lot of comments in different groups that I've been informed of, and for me, I take it as free publicity. So I look at the positivity and negativity. So
yeah, no. So like, this is a thing. Yeah, it's just free publicity, but at the same time, it's like what I tell my friends and family. It's like, look, man, there are too many people in the world, and I know I can't satisfy every single person.
Exactly.
So I would attract the right people. There's way too many people out there, way too many haters. I mean, like, you just can't make everyone happy. Everyone's going to have a polarizing opinion on something, and not everyone's going to agree with you. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I could handle that. You know what I mean? I know what it takes to be an entrepreneur as well. So that's all part of the territory, bro. So it's all good.
Thank you.
So let's just say what's up to the folks in the chat. Yeah, no worries. And I already talked about oh, by the way, big shout out to all the hodlers out there. Big shout out to all the fudders out there. We can't forget the fudders. Big shout out to all the traders out there. Big shout out to all the crypto lifestyle community cats out there, and of course to the XPX community members as well. And we're under the same empire, man. So might as well just get along with each other. And we don't mind constructive criticism.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, go ahead, call us what you want. We're not here. I mean, like, we're not gonna go away just because you called us something. You can call us whatever you want. We're bigger than that. We've been here 3 years. We experienced the whole bull market, bear market, everything. And we were constructively building, and we didn't care about people what they're saying, if Bitcoin went to 10,000, 20,000 or not. That has nothing to do with development. That is just an investment for people that we are just looking at, and we're going to provide them a solution for doing whatever they have. So I don't shill too much, in my opinion, till whichever coin it might be. It might be XRP, it might be BNB, it might be BTC. All are good, in their own ways. and I believe
Yeah.
that they have their own use cases. And XPX in its term has its own use cases. It might just have too many utilities that we'll be providing, and just wait and see. And we'll probably make you very happy by June and July. We have big things coming out.
Hey,
so.
Dude, I'm ready to cash out right now. I'm happy. Like, I am pretty happy. I
mean, like,
lie.
a lot of people cashed out. A lot of people cashed out. To be really frank with you, we've had 2 corrections in the past 2 days, which is very normal. It's like you look at Bitcoin. Say Bitcoin went, say, from $1,000 to $10,000. Everybody would do a correction. There was times where it did $3,000, $4,000 correction, and people are freaking out. But again, people buy.
Well, Bitcoin kind of corrected already. Sorry to interrupt, Harris, but Bitcoin did already correct. I think it went down like about 300 or something like that, but it's on the way back up. But
yeah,
hey,
I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about in crypto general, right? So
in general,
they do their corrections, and this is totally very healthy. If you see a coin that is just constantly going up, despite the fact that we are doing a 10% marketing program, it's insane. So I also don't understand the market that it's going up 30%. It's like, I'm like, where did that number come from? But that just shows how much support, and that just shows how many users we have. So example, you look at the user in the past 2 months, a user who bought XBX at 0.018 or something like that, that person is already making like more than 10 times on his on contributions, or whatever you might call it, right? So it's very normal.
You talk about this guy here. I got it. So I just want to say something. So pretty much when we first did the first interview, the thumbnail said how to legally avoid taxes with loans, right?
Yeah.
Which it's not just unique to crypto, but any loan.
Yeah.
But 4 days before I bought it at, it was like about 3 cents. About 3 cents, or just under, maybe just under 3 cents, right? Somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's just say 3 cents.
So then up there, if you're, we almost touched like 30 cents, right? So if you 0.30, so that means for people who already got in early, they cashed out once, and then now they're very happy. They want to rebuy back a certain amount. They want to diversify their investments. This is a lot of things for them. For people, they want to do whatever they want to do with their money, and it's totally very healthy. And I don't believe that you have to stick into one coin for all your life and become like the major fan of it and all. I believe XBX has its utilities, and it will always be a utility no matter what project we launch in the future. It will always be taken as fees by Odyssey, and this will stay like that because we constructed the whole architect like that, right? So for me, it's very healthy to see that XBX goes down. For people who have invested in other projects, or came to XBX and bought XBX, and then they's like, oh, I put in XBX like 0.25 and now it's 0.22. I'm going down. Well, it's still going to go back up. And we've been seeing this since 2009, 2015 with Bitcoins. And as long as the project is alive and it's developing, the price always just, moves with it. So I don't mean, people have to FUD or even have to shill about it. It's very normal for me that it's going to go where it has to go. So.
Hey, speaking of shilling, let's say what's up to the shillers in the live chat.
Okay.
Hey, people like to call YouTubers like myself shillers, but dude, there's some community members that don't have YouTube accounts, but they are shillers. Okay, well, let's see some of the shillers in the live chat here.
Oh, I mean, your community already changed to BitX Global community. I'm really sorry about that.
I know,
I'm really sorry.
They left my chat and they went to yours, bro. What the hell?
I'm so sorry.
So we got Hazel here. What's up, Hazel? Thanks for joining. We got Sepul MT. What's up, Sepul? My man Rocky, Crypto Lifestyler. What's up, bro? XBXAA says hello. We got David Morales. What's up, buddy? My man. We got that bloke RST. He says shill it, Harris, shill it. We got Endless Time says what's up. Jan Man's here. Yeah, man, we got a nice packed house here. Crypto Success. We got about 40 people up in the house. So, Harold, okay, so for those who are just tuning in right now, we're going to be emphasizing on the staking program here. Okay, so, as I said in my teaser there's more than one ways to make money. Obviously, token appreciation and staking, which is not only unique to XPX, obviously. There's a number of tokens that do stake, but XPX has a little bit more to offer. We will get into that. That will be the last area. And we're going to focus on other things leading up to that. Okay, guys? So sit tight. And you're going to enjoy this one, right?
Sure.
So, yeah. Okay, so we're going to talk first, Harith, ways to generate income, as I just alluded to, such as the staking program. But first, let's talk about the KYC process, which is open right now. And yeah, we'll work our way down there. So please, just tell the folks about the new KYC protocol that's more seamless and easier.
Yes. So what we did is we had a problem with our KYC provider. I don't want to talk bad about companies that we worked with, and I truly believe that that is not professional, but I have to inform that the KYC provider we work with, Sum and Substance, their library book for development, I mean, to integrate their platform into ours, was not up to date. Now, our dev team was contacting them several times, like for 3 weeks, and we are trying to fix their issues, which again, we are not responsible for. However, it was just not matching. It's like the communication's not matching, the dev is not matching, and I had to go in there a couple of times, and I gave them warnings that I will fire them if they cannot fix it. I mean, our end is all done. The APIs are implemented and all, and we gave them time, but they couldn't fix it. So when I flew down to India, they were fired. So they were already, our team was already searching for what alternatives we have, and what we did is we implemented Binance KYC Jumio. So I'm sure a lot of people have finished with Binance KYC. So you will be seeing that you have to do a video KYC with your ID card, right? So
a video.
Yeah, it's gonna be like you have to do a video holding your phone or your computer, and it will scan your whole face with your ID and all these things.
Awesome.
So it is more live, and in this way, we filter out a lot of bad doers and all. However, this is supposed to go live on the 16th, and I mean, we've already implemented it. However, we are living on the other side of the world, so communication took time with the providers, and they need to provide us their API keys, and then we are done. We can go live with that. So what is happening just now is we opened KYC. We were already having it with them, but we saw a lot of fake IDs. Example, like we have so many IDs with only the photo different, and it's put on their ID and all this thing. I mean, like, come on, you're dealing with a bank. You're not dealing with your grocery store. You can't fake your ID with us. We have proper KYC implemented over there. So the KYC is open. Everybody can register. Everything's working just fine. I've already received our servers and for testing, and everything's tested. Not only the KYC, the functions of the exchange are already tested, so everything's working really fine. However, on the 14th, we will go live. So on the 14th, I will be announcing some more things. There are some people who joined just for receiving XPX, and I've made it clear in the community that we will not be just throwing away XPX to people who just came to sell off on the contributors or the supporters, right? We're going to use it very wisely. We've promised people in the white paper that we are going to use it wisely. So it's not like we're going to throw it out give it out for free just to get users. It's not used like that. It's used in a more meaningful manner. So we will announce some more rules that I have decided. On the 14th, we will have a public statement, and people can just follow these simple rules, and they will be receiving 1,000 XPX. 1,000 XPX at 5 hours ago, it was almost say $300. So just now it's around 250, 240. I'm sorry. So you get.
Are you capping that? Are you going to cap that with USD value? Or is it just going to be in units of XPX?
It's going to be in units of XPX. So this can be $400, $500, whatever it might be. However, I am going to introduce a rule where you have to do some things. And this will be in the benefits of these people who ever receive XBX. So it's not going to be in the benefits of whales. It's not going to be in the benefits of people who are just coming in for receiving free XBX. It's going to be in the benefits of using the platform and also interacting with the platform more. So it's a very fair rule, I would believe. It's not too high for people. However, I will disclose this on the 14th with a written statement. So we are all good to go. KYC is ready. Everything's ready for users. And I was just chilling, today. You made me wear my suit. I was on a debate with normal shirt or my suit, but I said, I don't want people to start saying, hey, he doesn't want to work anymore. So I'm here in my suit. We are ready for the launch.
Dude,
so.
that's how I felt. I was like, man, I'm too lazy to do my hair. I don't know. I just hopped in the shower.
You're lucky you have some hair. I don't have hair, bro.
Oh, buddy, I know how to hide it well. I just don't show the angles. You know what I mean? yeah. It's all about the angles, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta give the illusion that you got hair. Okay.
Okay, I'll try this.
So check this out, Harith.
Yeah.
So what time is it over there, anyways, in Japan?
It's not Japan. Just now I'm in Estonia. It's actually.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. What time is it now? Hold on. It's 8:21 p.m.
Okay, so
it's very bright.
I was going to say, because I know Japan is the land of the rising sun, but it should be called now the land that takes you to the freaking moon. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, so
I'm fixated on that.
Estonia
Dude,
is
I have not seen a token. Bro, I have not seen a token that's done over 6x in 4 weeks in a long damn time. Okay, and I want to bring up, for those who are just joining us, I want to pop this up once again. Like, look at that, guys! Third best performing crypto for the week. The charts have obviously updated by now, but I mean, that's pretty damn impressive when you take into consideration we got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coins. To be third best performing coin out of all crypto, that's a big statement, man. So, big shout out to XBX token.
Thank you so much.
Big shout out to XBX token holders.
Yeah, I mean, without them, we're not here. So really, thank you so much for supporting it. Thank you for holding. Thank you for getting more XBX in your bag. I mean, I don't know what to say. The only thing I can say is we're on track and we're building even more faster because we don't want to have another delay with any other project. So. I mean, my dev, they got some firing also from me. It's like, it's their second round. I mean, you have 2 delays. That's not okay. 1 delay, okay, accept it. Second delay, now you're dealing with something serious. So they had a very big shout when I went there, but they worked overnight. They produced everything. We fixed everything. I was there with them till 4 a.m. and I've shared some videos with people. And I must give them the credit. They worked hard on it. If they fixed it from the beginning, they wouldn't have to stay overnight. But however, things happen in development. You get bugs, you get this, you get that. And I have to give them the credit. I was intending to make a video with everybody to show and introduce everybody to them, to whoever is making what. And I'll be doing this in the close future so that they will tell you what was actually, the most difficult part in creating Odyssey, what was the most difficult part in doing the exchange. However, we have 56 more features, and I'm just adding features and features more day by day. So we're going to have a lot of improvement with the website.
Awesome stuff. I really like that. No, going back to the KYC there, your response, I love that because, dude, do you know how much times I tried? This is probably one of the reasons, right? I hate it when companies say KYC. I understand they gotta go by the laws and regulations and whatnot, and I fully I support that entirely, wholeheartedly. But one of the issues is it's just a pain in the ass, man. You get that stupid message all the time. Oh, not more than 3 megabytes. So if you guys are implementing the video one, dude. It's like not a chore anymore to do KYC. So that's great. I like that.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, next question. So you just mentioned you're in Estonia running some errands. I know that's where your fiat to crypto license application is being processed. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
And just tell us a bit about that trip and if you have any good news in regards to that license being passed.
Yeah. So I'm here in Estonia since I think so. On the 7th, I flew. I believe. On the 8th, I flew, and I arrived on the 9th. And I've been here. I've been with my lawyers, and it's good news. I have it in my hand over here. Here we go.
Let me see.
Let me show it to everybody. So we have over here.
Okay, so you actually have a document there.
Yeah, I have a document,
document
here.
there?
I believe I sent you a
Okay.
document, right? Maybe didn't you get it?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's,
yeah, we could see it. The thing is, okay, you know what? Let me see if I can pull it up on my end, but that'll be hard on the fly here, guys. So
okay,
I do apologize.
you can see that
did
BiteX Global.
send me this.
I sent you on your Telegram.
Let me see.
Yeah, maybe
I
you
think
can pull
did,
it
yeah,
up.
you're right.
Too busy,
right,
maybe.
yeah, there's something here. I do apologize, guys.
Not at all.
But yeah, just carry on, Harith, as I
Yeah. So what we did is we got our license. Finally, we're so happy we have our license. This allows us to hold and transfer cryptocurrency on behalf of a user. This also allows us to receive fiat currency. Yeah, that's the one. So you can go down.
It's in German or something, right?
No, it's in Estonian language. So you can
shit. Okay.
Yeah, you have my name there, and you have my address there. So please don't knock on my door, please.
It's all good, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
you say it's all about transparency anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you knock on my door, you're gonna probably see my bouncer. So
that's from Ryan's nightclub, eh? You use them as well, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So again,
okay, so yeah, we see some documentation here. That's great.
So that's BiteX Global over there, and then you see my name, signature, and the registrant, the notary. So the company and everything, all those documents are over there for whatever you need to see. And
all right.
Yeah.
See,
so
the reason why we ask, right, Harith, is because a lot of people, community members, are saying, well, it is pretty hard to get a license. But in your defense, Estonia is so crypto friendly; it might be the easiest place to get one, right?
Actually,
I don't know. You tell me.
It's not easy. You have to go through regulations. You have to go through a monitoring. You have to go through regulators coming up and seeing you and checking your background, your due diligence, and checking you have a criminal record or not, and all those things. It's basically same as a financial license in the whole EU. So the crypto fiat license in Estonia allows you also to create wallets and all, and exchange. So it allows you to transfer, change, and everything. So it's same as a bank would provide you a license, right? So example, you're in the EU. And you want to transfer, or even if you're in the US or whichever country you are, you want to transfer a certain amount of money, our bank account can receive that, and then you can start trading with whichever token you want to trade. So it's actually a financial license, right? So, however, it is, yes, more easier to get a license in Estonia or other countries in Europe than it is to get in Japan. Japan has a total different strict license and all. And we are with
and you would figure the home of Bitcoin, Japan, right? Satoshi Nakamoto. It will be like, all right, guys, it's no problem here. Just dish him out, like no tomorrow. Like, it'll be an easier process, but no, it's not the case.
No, it's not. Actually, they're very sensitive because what we had with Mt. Gox in Japan. So they don't want to have another Mt. Gox. They had 3 exchanges hack in Japan. They had CoinCheck, they had Zyfe, and they had Mt. Gox. And this is really a very big thing over there. So therefore, they stopped issuing licenses to companies just like that. You have to have a proven track record. You have to have licenses. So the case and how the strategy we are going through, if I would say, is we're going first with the Estonian license. We already implemented our documents and everything for the EMI, electronic money license. This also comes from Revolt. Revolt also has this license before they got their bank license from Lithuania. So we're going the same path, actually, with our lawyers. And our lawyers have received 180 licenses till now with the crypto fiat licenses. I mean, not all of them, they have exchanges, right? So you have wallet services, you have exchanges, you have anything you're doing with crypto, people get their licenses because it's going to become difficult more and more and more from now. So then First, you get your crypto license. Oh, yeah, that's me. That's me with sending it to my partners.
Yeah,
You got it also, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So
got it. Yeah.
when you get this license, your doors are open. You know, you use this license to create your branch in other countries. Example, I'll be flying to Romania tomorrow. And then I have a Dubai ADGM, Abu Dhabi Global Market license in place to be taken. Philippines is also on the
Okay.
way. So once you get approved, all your doors start to open. You know, it's like every door starts to
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
It shows the
Oh, for
credit
sure,
you
for
have.
sure.
So that's why we are fast in what we did, and we moved very fast. Our lawyers are also pursuing chances to buy a banking license from a bank, which a company who has a banking license already. So we're going in two routes. Which one is faster? We don't know at the moment. However, if we find a faster route, we will announce to the community, and I believe everybody will be very happy with the results, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just showing the other pictures here that
Yeah.
you sent
So
me. I forgot to put it into the
as of
software.
now, I'm just gonna say, you have so many documents. You probably notice all this information will be available for you in 3 business days from Monday. So it's like Wednesday. So you can go on
So,
internet and you can check BitX Global, and you'll find our licenses on the Estonian government page.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's what I was going to ask you. So it is passed. Did they pass this license?
Sorry.
Was it still in It's still.
No, it's
So
already
the
passed.
license
It's
is
already passed.
officially.
No, it's already
You got
passed,
it.
but we have to just process the name inside the government. So that takes another
Okay,
3
okay,
days. Yeah.
gotcha.
So that one is going to
Gotcha,
be on the
gotcha.
3rd. It's already passed. We already have our license. We already have our documents, as you see over here. I have it in
Right.
documented and signed. So to get this on the website is taking 3 days, and I just arrived to Estonia to process that over there. So now, on 3 days later, you will see it on the Estonian government license. You can search by BitX Global, and you'll find our licenses. We also have one more license obtained for our next exchange, CerberX. I don't want to talk too much about. I'm just going to drop the name so that everybody remembers it. But we have 2 licenses, fiat crypto licenses, to operate in the country of Estonia and Europe.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I love that.
So what
like
this also allows, sorry to disturb you, I just have to mention this. What this also allows is you can basically send your fiat from Philippines to Estonia, and it will convert into G7 coin. And this G7 coin, then you can transfer it anywhere in the world. It's a stable coin. And then when you make a withdrawal, you'll receive fiat back into your account. So if you're having Bitcoins or whatever it might be, you create a withdrawal request to us. Once we allow the fiat deposit and withdraw, basically you can have fiat in your bank, even if you're in Nigeria or even if you're in Philippines. This is what it means in short.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Good stuff, man. That is good stuff. I mean, like, there are competitors out there that does similar than what you do. I'm just going to say that, right? But there's nowhere as close. Nexo, no, just so people could compare.
Yeah,
Nexo is popular, but they don't have all these different utility, protocols that you implement. So it's definitely unique, and I could see where people are coming from. A couple of people said, "Hey, look, it's kind of confusing. There's a lot going on." And I get it, but once you really do your due diligence and you research it, just like anything else, you learn it. So I'm starting to get my head fully around everything, because there is a lot. There is a lot going on, right?
Exactly. I mean, like, if you know all what I'm doing, probably you would do it, and I would just chill at home, because I wouldn't do what you're doing, right? I wouldn't copy what you're doing. It's not going to make money. So all what I'm doing is not so simple. It has too many things with it. And that's the case where it actually has worth. If it is too simple, for instance, if Ethereum was as simple as you think, you would have done it, and not Vitalik, So that's the difference with it. The faster you do, the faster the idea, the faster you move in legal, the funds, a lot of things. And then you have to have the right connections at the right timing with the funds to be able to do whatever we are doing, right? So if you cannot do it, then you're supporting it by holding XBX. That's another thing, right? So you are part of it. So this is the 2 things I see with projects when you say there are many things going on. But again, we're proving whatever we are doing one by one. So you can jump in now, or you can jump in like 1 year later. We are still here.
Awesome. Okay, so let me just actually go back to the chat there. and see what people are saying.
Yeah, sure.
Where are we? And by the way, for those who are joining us right now, if you're appreciating the content that I provide, the interviews, the edited videos, let me know by smashing like. I do appreciate that. Also, if you guys are new to in hearing about BitX Global, I did some review videos on that as well. I will leave that links in the description box as well. I do greatly appreciate everybody for tuning into my live streams. So let's see who we got here. So okay, we're gonna talk about Easy BitX now for a little bit, and once again, the purpose of this live stream is we're going to focus on staking, okay, which we will do after this question. But RST, and I know you know RST, right, Harith?
How can I not know him? He's always up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? As I said, people call me Shiller. He's the Shiller, right? The community members are the Shillers, right? So,
I mean, the only reason why I stopped shilling is because all of you started shilling.
Hey, bro, it's all good. It just rubbed off of you onto, like, I guess my community members as well, right? So
yeah,
it's all
cool.
good.
It's cool.
Hey, this is the thing, man. You can call it shilling all you freaking want, but I call it fucking gains, bro. You know, shit's mooning. Call it shilling. I'm just saying what I see, bro. I'm seeing it like how I see it, bro. So call it what you wish. So anyways, RST asked a good question since we're going to talk about EasyBitX, which is your own exchange. You know, we all know, you know, what happened with Binance, what happened with Cryptopia, all these hacks with BitHump back in the day. Well, back in the day, which was like about 5 months ago. But all these hacks, what makes and don't get too much into the staking, but he is referring to the staking tokens. How would we know that that's safe on the exchange? Right?
Yeah, so
and I know you are
yeah, so I believe, you know, a lot of people, they already saw the hack and they're frustrated, you know, but again, there are many things going on in the crypto space, and some people call it was not a hack with Binance because of Bitfinex IEO. It's a 1 billion IEO, and that's why they got locked. You know, I really don't care whichever it is. It's either a hack or it's purpose or whatever it is. You know, it's not your fund. That's the whole thing. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
It's not your fund. As an exchange, you're not supposed to be using or moving those funds of the users. So you have USDT with 70% fractional reserve, and you call it a 1-to-1 peg coin, and you name it that. And then until the New York whatever they're doing, you know, the state starts suing them and causing them trouble, then they start becoming more transparent. And all these things are going on in the crypto space. And you know who's suffering from this? The users are suffering from this. The people who are holding the coins are suffering from this, you know. I mean, like, look at one bank that would tell you, hey, you can't open your deposit and withdrawal from tomorrow for 1 week. That would cause chaos in the normal world, you know. So this is not fair, I believe, for the users. This is one thing. Now, for security-wise, I do believe it is very necessary. However, now, there's a lot of things, right? So a lot of fundamentals are going in, and what we decided with BitX is let's take a hybrid solution. So we have the decentralized exchanges. Now you lose time per second, time per speed for per second, and you're going to be slower than a centralized exchange. That's one thing. So when you have on board like millions of users, you're not going to be able to process at the same time for them. Now you have your centralized exchange, then you get vulnerable to hacks and everything. Now, the balance of this between this is, okay, so you don't want to be a decentralized exchange because it's slow, and you don't want to be a centralized exchange because you might get hacked. So what we did is we took the position where we are in hybrid exchange. So let's get back to the word exchange. We are not storing your assets. We are exchanging your assets. So in the first place, we're not supposed to store your assets on the exchange, right? We want to keep it safe, but we have to have hot wallets so that people can actually interact and exchange with it. So going back to the point, is staking really safe? Whenever you start that button for staking, what happens is we move the assets to the cold wallet. It's not in the hot wallet just being locked inside the exchange. It's going to be...
Hold on, so Harith, sorry to interrupt. So you're referring to Binance's case, right? Because they had it in the hot wallet.
No, yes. I mean, like, all the exchanges have to have a certain amount of assets inside the hot wallet, you know? Right. So you can't just have it in the cold wallet and make an exchange. You have to have it in a hot
Exactly.
wallet where it's liquid,
Yeah.
so that you can exchange
Yeah.
freely between users and users trade.
Instantaneously.
Yes. So in this case,
Right.
what we're talking about staking, right? So then staking is a
Correct.
process where you're not trading. You're not trading, so therefore you do not need liquidity because you're not trading with it. You're not paying with it. You're not using the BitX Pay card with it. So what you're doing over here is you're locking up this amount on the front end, and what we do now, we move it to the cold storage where nobody is able to hack it, right? It's offline. Cold storage means offline, right? So your assets,
Yeah,
when you want to make basically when you click that staking button, you're starting to your calculations, and your calculations will be airdrop from Easy Airdrop on MBX tokens, and you can take that to Easy Swap to convert from MBX to whichever token is our partner, right? Now, these tokens which you locked up are not held inside the exchange. So that means even if we get hacked, for instance, there is nothing to be hacked over there. So your funds are safe.
Right.
This is the first thing. Second thing, what we did is just before the Binance hack or pledged hack, 3 days ago, before that, I introduced our hybrid solution of the exchange and the Zeus X wallets. So now, what is this wallet? It's a wallet that is like a credit card, where you have the features.
Do you have an example? Do you have a picture?
Actually, I had a lot of pictures, and the whole community has it. I don't have it just now. I was not supposed to talk about this. I'm sorry, but we will do an AMA on how to use it and everything. It's coming down to my pocket in 4 weeks, so we will be having that for.
Sorry to interrupt again, but you're saying that so XPX holders or investors, individuals, whatever, would actually have their own wallet, or
exactly. So what we did over here is we created a hybrid solution. We're not going to hold your assets. You're going to hold your assets. You're going to connect it via Bluetooth to the exchange or to the app, and then it will be transferred to the exchange wallet. So you have your Zeus X wallet, and then you have your exchange wallet. So when you're transferring this via the blockchain, there's a certain fee. So what we do is that same certain fee, the same amount, we will buy XBX to refund you. So it's basically free of charge. So that means also the more users we have that are interacting with the platform, holding their assets safely. So we're paying a cost to keep you safe. But at the same time, what we're doing is we're raising XBX value, right? Because you're making a buy order. Odyssey is making a buy order to take this small fee to refund it to you. You're paying on ERC20, you're paying an Ethereum fee. You're on Bitcoins, you're paying a BTC fee. So what we do is we calculate that, and then we buy XBX on our cost from our exchange, and we refund it to you worth of the same amount. So if you're paying, say, $2 to transfer your assets, we will give you back $2 worth of XBX. So that keeps you safe. Why? Because you're holding it offline.
So okay, I do apologize, Harith.
No problem.
I got a bunch of slides here. I got to get prepared for the next question. I'm in the live chat. I'm listening to you. But you said the Zeus wallet, right? So yes. I understand that how if you're using a blockchain, the fees or the gas will be paid in that particular like Ethereum, right? ETH, Neo, right?
Yes.
So you're saying that once these tokens are stored there, gas will be paid in what, XBX?
What we're saying over here is you're paying in Ether, right? So the platform, what it does, it calculates how much you paid. You can speed that process, you can make it slow, whatever it might be, but it calculates how much you paid. So you know how much you paid, right? So if you're paying an Ethereum transfer, you're paying 0.01, or BTC transfer, you're paying a 0.05, 0.05, whatever it might be. So the Zeus wallet app, which is integrated in the EasyBitX app, will be able to calculate this. So it connects you with Bluetooth, you transfer the assets, it calculates how much it took for transferring this asset, and Odyssey automatically sends a certain amount of XBX to your assets in XBX.
Oh, I got you.
So we are refunding
you.
It's
integrated like that. Okay.
Yeah. So then when you're not online, for instance, 72 hours you're not online, you did not check your wallet, you did not do any trade, you did not interact with the platform. What do? Your wallets are pegged with the Zeus X wallets. So we send your assets, which you forgot or left on the exchange, to your wallet. So in this way, we don't hold anything. So you come and hack
Yeah.
us, we don't have anything,
Yeah.
So you have it in
I see
your
what you're
hardware
saying.
wallet.
Nice.
So
Nice. That's great, man.
and then what we're doing is we're paying it out of our cost on it. So we're paying it out of our cost. So you're going to tell me, the first thing a normal person will tell me, so you're going to pay all these transaction fees? I'm going to say yes.
Right.
What happens is the transaction fees that is being paid will be generating a buy order in Odyssey to buy XBX. So whenever a transaction happens for sending, for receiving, whatever it might be, this means a certain fee in XBX is bought on all the exchanges, CoinAll, IDAX, all the exchanges we have implemented in. So that also means that will support the growth of the token value. So where do we make money?
No, I'm hearing you. I'm listening.
So where do we make money out of this as a business, right? You got to make money if you're a business. You can't just go giving out free things. So as a business, we have a reserve of 45%. 15%, 45 million tokens, right? So then this token's value also goes up. So we're paying a certain amount, but we're raising the value of the reserve. So this is where the business model takes its balance.
Okay, very, very interesting stuff. I want to take a couple of questions here live.
Sure.
People are asking some questions, and I have not visited as yet, recently rather. So someone asked, okay, let me say this first. So Jason Lee asks about the G7 coin you mentioned earlier. He wants to know, where could he buy that? And you can't buy that anywhere.
Yeah,
Zero stable coin is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, you're going to be able to buy it in Walmart. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey man,
no. So you're gonna be able to buy it on the EasyBitX platform. So what happens over here? You send fiat currency as a deposit. You can send whichever currency to the platform. So you have, by your KYC, you are, say if you're from Canada, your default currency is Canadian dollars. And then say you're in Japan, for instance. Now you want to send us money from Japan. What you can do over there is you register your bank, which you're in Japan. So example, you might be a Canadian who has a bank account in Canada and also has a bank account in Japan. For instance, for me, I have a bank account in Hong Kong, in Thailand, in Estonia, in Japan, in multiple places, in Dubai. So then
you're really living the crypto lifestyle, baby.
I mean, like it's ridiculous anymore to go to a Western Union and do all these things. You register your bank account with us, and then you deposit a certain amount from that bank account, and then you'll be credited with G7 token inside your account. So the balance shows in Canadian dollars. So if you deposited $10,000, for instance, a certain fee will be taken. And the bank fees, obviously, it will be taken, whatever from your side. And then this G7 tokens will be directly credited inside your account. Now, what happens when you want to transfer this money? So you want to transfer it from a person to a person. You can directly transfer G7 because it's on the Ethereum protocol to another person anytime, anywhere. Now, that person, if he has an EasyBitX account, he basically receives a stable coin, which has a certain value inside his account, right? So now he goes, hey, I don't want stable coins. I want fiat. I want my currency. I want my, say, for instance, Hong Kong dollars. So he has his bank registered. Now what he does is he clicks withdraw to his bank account. What automatically happens on the back end? The EasyBitX platform sends it to the G7 platform for convert. Now this is all done automated. Now it's not like I go in and, hey, okay, give him this much or take this much. Everything is done automated based on the fiat rate, the Forex rate, and the G7 rate. So if you send 10,000 Canadian dollars or say 10,000 Hong Kong dollars to the platform and say withdraw to your bank account, what it does is it takes its certain fee and it will deposit the remaining balance to your bank account by an international bank transfer until we have local banks all around the world. So if it is a Euro area, it will be there within 1 day. If it is not in Euro area, it might take 2 days or 3 days. It's up to the bank you're using, but it has to go through a routing or it goes direct. It depends on that. But once we have our local banks restricted in every area as an exchange, crypto fiat exchange, this becomes a local transfer. So if you know, I don't know how many people are from Thailand or Japan, if you, or even in the United States or even in Canada, if you make a transfer locally, it is done immediately, right? So it's like, say what, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and you will have it in your bank account. So when you receive, when you as yourself, you're holding your bank account, say in Canada, and you're just now flying to say, let's say Hong Kong, right? So you have your money in Canada, you transfer it to the EasyBitX platform, then you transfer it to your Hong Kong bank via G7. That's what you can basically do with the platform. So now that means you're moving your money freely between an exchange bank account and another bank account. So this is what G7 is. And again, we've been talking with different exchanges that we are listed on and we are not listed on. And the reason why I said 17 exchanges will be listed on is because we have contacts with these exchanges, and we will be listing the G7 token in their exchange as well. Many companies actually look at the G7 stablecoin as a very valuable asset for having the fiat exchange. A lot of exchanges do not have a crypto fiat license. So therefore, providing them with a G7 solution is actually very beneficial for them.
Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. So I hope that answers your question there, Jason Lee. If that doesn't, then I don't know what to tell you. That was pretty in-depth. Thank you for that response, sir. Someone also asked Tina, and actually I also wanted to ask this. Tina in the live chat asks, so is the Zeus wallet, or I think it's Tina, I'm pretty sure it's Tina, is the Zeus wallet as safe as the Nano Ledger? And the second part of that question for me is, who owns the private keys?
Okay, so is the Zeus X?
Well, we can't just talk about that and not talk about this, right?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So we talked about hybrid solutions. So if you look at the answer that I have given you, or you carefully listen to this, we're saying, hey, it's safe. Why? Because it's not online. Now, this is a big factor where we say it's a hardware wallet that is same as your ledger, same as your nano, same as whichever you're talking about as your ledgers and your wallets, right? You have the private keys. You have a key phrase also, right? So it's the same thing as that. Now, how safe is this? Let's just tell you, SBI Bank of Japan. So this is this SBI is also a major investor into Ripple Japan. SBI Bank is actually using the same product as Zeus X wallet. So what we did is we partnered up with a San Francisco-based company to provide these wallets. We did not structure it from zero. What we did is we implemented the SDK into the EasyBitX platform, and we created our own business model where we bear your fees and we take it in XBX and refund you to keep you safe. Otherwise, the users are not going to hold it on the hardware wallets. So what we want to do over here is you hold your keys, private keys of Zeus X. We hold the EasyBitX platform keys, right? Private keys. Now, when you have it with us, we have the private keys. However, within 72 hours, if you're not interacting with the platform, we're going to send it back to you at the cost of us. And you have the keys, and you are the full custodian of your assets.
So you're saying, okay, so I guess, so, okay, we have, it's our keys, yes, but if we're inactive for 72 hours, that's entirely, we're just going to have ownership of that, or you guys need access to the keys is what you're saying as well?
Okay, we need access to the keys of the EasyBitX exchange. We do not need access to your Zeus X wallet. You yourself connect your wallet via Bluetooth to your app or to your phone, to your phone or to your computer. And by doing so, you are transferring on yourself the assets to the exchange. And we are bearing the cost. We are just paying you back the cost that you and the effort you did for that, you know. So that's just our generosity to keep you safe. Yeah. But at the same time, we force you in the same time to keep you safe. We are sending it back to you. So we don't want to see any more hacks. You know, I'm tired of seeing hacks. Every time we see a hack, we see Bitcoin pumping or dumping or whatever it might be, you know. So let's start to make an exchange that actually helps the world. So this is what we are about with the EasyBitX exchange. So we will do anything that is not on the white paper but keeps you safe or innovative, or if we believe that it will help the token value and the token metrics and also the users usability. So this is ZeusX was not even mentioned in the platform. We recently discovered and we recently adopted the idea for this. And when I had the idea about it, actually I went all in, directly contacted the company, and I had a chit chat with them, and we already placed an order for this, and it's arriving in 4 weeks. So that means all our gold card users, our platinum card users, diamond card users, black card users, whoever is using our cards receives the wallet for free. So you're going to receive it for free. You're not buying it.
But if you don't have the card and you want that wallet for staking, obviously,
so
what's the fee involved? Or do you have to have the card?
So what we did over here is, if you don't have the card, right? If you don't have a gold card, you have a gold card, you get it for free. If you don't have a gold card, you got to buy it for $99.
Interesting.
But what we do is we refund you the XBX transaction fees, whatever you're using. So it is not necessary for you to use the EasyBitX platform. You can only use the ZSX wallet also if you're going to do just a swap or whatever it might be, swap. And you can also use it like your My Ether wallet, and you can transfer to anyone, anywhere. And it's going to have its own application for the ZSX wallet. It is also just integrated with the EasyBitX app, so you can easily use it. Yeah.
Gotcha. I love that. Genius.
Thank you.
Because the thing is this, everybody knows that, nobody wants to trade on a complete centralized exchange. Binance is a prime example. And this is what I told people. It doesn't matter. At some point, a centralized exchange will be hacked. It doesn't matter how big they are, right? It doesn't matter how recognized they are. They're a centralized exchange, right?
I mean,
so
like, the bigger you get, the bigger you have the threat.
You got a bigger target on your back now, right? So sooner or later it was going to happen, and it happened to Binance. And also, if you want to go fully decentralized, which obviously is the more ideal thing, but that takes a lot of time. There's an exchange that I really like as well that's coming out, and
you can mention the name. Don't worry.
Say the name.
You can mention the name. I mean, it doesn't have to be only BitX over here. You can mention the name.
No, I know. But okay, so Nash, right? Nash is coming out with a DEX. And those developers are renowned, well-known. They're the guys who invented the Neon wallet. I use that wallet all the time back in the day for Neo, getting into ICOs back in the day. But even them, as great as they are, it's taken them so long to get that done. And there's always bugs, so they got to go back and fix it. So the hybrid, it's efficient, right? And it makes sense, especially with the Bluetooth protocol and all that. I like that. That's genius stuff. Let's actually visit the viewers in the live chat, Harith, and see what they're up to. Where are we here? Okay, so someone's talking about Odyssey. Do we have enough time to touch up a little bit on Odyssey and maybe the BitX cards, or you just want to go to the focal point of this interview?
Live stream? Yeah, I mean, like, we've already finished our development. I'm just waiting and chilling in my room and doing my other piece of paperwork and all for the launch. So I have time for the users. They've been waiting for this, and I believe that we should create some time to explain to them. Sure. Hey, give me the question.
So you want to start with Odyssey or probably the cards?
Okay, so let's go with Odyssey. The cards. Sorry, which cards? The BitX Pay cards?
Yeah. So. Yeah, I know you kind of touched up on it in regards to staking, how it's linked. I don't know if there's any other information that we didn't touch up on.
I think so. I think so. We can talk about Odyssey in that case if we're going to talk about staking at the end. So we've been with everybody against Odyssey, and we've been explaining what Odyssey is, and a lot of people, they're like, okay, so what is Odyssey? What is it? What it does? What it's doing? And all these things, right? Okay, we got logged out of here. Let's connect again, maybe. We got logged out. Okay, so hold on. Let me just reconnect with him. Okay. Okay, so while I'm waiting for our users to reconnect over here, I'll be speaking a little bit. Maybe he will come back soon. Let's see if we can reconnect with him. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. We're just reconnecting, and then we'll be talking. Please wait.
Let me know while we wait for.
Okay, so we're back over here.
Guys, 1 sec. Harris?
Yeah, we're back over here.
Yeah, we're back. The only thing is to get your video feed in. You know what? Continue talking. Continue talking
Okay,
about where you left off. It was Odyssey, and I'm going to do my my thing here on my end.
Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Odyssey. So what is Odyssey? Odyssey is what we call Odyssey is the buy system of our fees. So what is happening over here? I would like to explain a little bit. So when a user comes to the BitX platform, what he is doing actually is he's trading, he's doing staking, he's sending, he's receiving, he's doing many things on the platform. So it can be in the future margin trading, leverage, option, whatever it might be. Now, every time a user interacts with the platform or our other related platforms such as XNews, BitXPay, Easy Swap, Easy Airdrop, all those stuff that he does with the platform. In this interaction, we take fees. So in these fees, what we're doing is we are buying XBX instead of taking in BTC or ETH or any other currency. So let's say he goes in, when you place an order, at the same time he places another order to take, when he takes fees, he places another order to take XBX. So he's buying XBX by himself. We are not going and buying XBX by ourselves or anything. It's just a system what we developed to be able to manage all the API keys of all the exchanges together with the buy system of our fees, and also have the users' trades implemented into our exchange. So it's not your simple normal exchange that you have in the market just now. It is a sophisticated exchange in that manner. Why? Because multiple calculations are being done at the same time. You have your fiat, you have your crypto, you have your fees, and then you have your conversion with it. And each XPX fees, again, now is doing another calculation where users' referrals are being sent to automatically. So we've said that 20% will be sent to. In the future, we're going to add, if you're staking a certain amount or for a certain time period, and you refer somebody and somebody uses a certain fee on that platform, he will get more fees for that particular person who's the referee. So in these things that we are doing, Odyssey is like the main core of the ecosystem. It's like the heartbeat. it pumps up blood into the whole system which you have. So you have the hand, the leg, you have XNews, you have BitXPay, you have SwapX, you have Easy Swap, Easy Airdrop, you have SnapX. Everything is connected. So whenever it takes a fee, it pumps up a certain blood amount. So that's what we call Odyssey when he's pumping XPX. So just let's say from a user perspective, right? You come on our platform, you trade normally how you've always been trading on other platforms. You don't have to worry if you have XPX or you don't have XPX. If you have XPX, for instance, you get a discount on your fees. Now, if you don't have XPX, for example, I don't want to compare with any coin. Let me just say this. Each coin has its own use case and its own utility, and everything is great for until they're solving problems. So let's just take Binance coin, for instance, over here. So Binance coin has its 25% discount, right? If you're holding Binance coin, you get a 25% fee discount. Now, if you're not holding Binance coin, you have to buy a certain amount of Binance coin, and the fees will be deducted from there. Now, what we did is we automated this process for all the users. So it's not regarding you have or you don't have, or you have to buy or you don't have funds to buy or anything. You will be trading normally as how you've been trading with other exchanges. So you have BTC and you convert it for Ether or USD, converting for Ether or XRP, whichever it might be. And at that point, we're taking our fees. At that same time, Odyssey is making an order at the market price to buy fees of XPX. So this means when he's trading, right, and buying these orders, people have their sell orders usually booked in an exchange. So while it's hitting up, while it's going up, you're getting your sell orders. Someone's buying your sell orders. So it's like a trader who has no limit, who keeps on buying on the exchanges. This is what Odyssey is. So all the exchanges, not only EasyBitX, not only CoinAll, not only IDAX, right, BDC, all the other future exchanges which provide us API keys, Odyssey will be buying from them. So if you have your orders set up high, the higher it is, Odyssey will keep on buying this.
Nice. So who came up with this genius protocol?
I don't want to say.
I know you gotta.
I don't want to say it's me. I don't want to say because it's like I'm shilling onto myself. But the whole team, they put their effort, and even I would say a project is not done by one man. I'm just the CEO. I would call myself the servant. Everybody puts their ideas, everybody puts their time, their effort, their brainstorming into it, and Odyssey was not built in one day. Rome was not built in one day either. This was built in 4 years, 3 years of brainstorming and looking at the market and looking at BTC, how you take fees. For instance, you take BTC as fees today, and tomorrow it dumps $4,000, $5,000, $3,000. That basically, even if you take 0.1% fee, if it dumps 50% or 30%, that means you took only 0.07 fee.
You just brought up a good point. I'm just going to put the angle on me here. So, like, one of the problems of why a lot of, I don't want to say institutional guys, but people who are used to centralized industries or markets like the NASDAQ stock market, why they don't like to come to crypto is because if Bitcoin sneezes, the rest of the altcoins catches cold. And if you look at it right now, Bitcoin is going up, but alts are getting demolished, right? And I know they had a little bit of a rally, I think, yesterday. But the thing is, it's like, imagine all of these team members from, see, all of these altcoins. You got, the top 10, you got XPX, you got, whatever, Icon, you got a Neo, you got Stella, whatever, whatever token that are listed there. Imagine how much hard work these developers, they spend so much time and energy to develop this blockchain or smart contract, whatever their token represents. And then just because Bitcoin gets manipulated and then crashed down by the suits, they got to suffer from that as well. So this, what you got going on, definitely solves that problem, bro. And that's why I love it. And I would support that shit any day, because it's just a shame to see these other coins get demolished and the hard work that the devs put in because of Bitcoin going down. Now, the stock market, if one stock, I think Netflix is the most stock by market cap, was it Apple? I don't know. But whichever one it is, if Netflix goes down, the rest of the stocks won't follow suit. It's independent of its own value.
Exactly.
But Bitcoin, fucks up everything, right? If it goes
Exactly.
down.
Because you're paired to Bitcoin, right? So if you're paired to US dollars, it's a different story. But if most of the coins are
Correct.
paired to BTC, and because BTC does a bull run, then they enjoy on that bull run as well. But the thing is over here is looking at it as a business perspective. I mean, like all the exchanges you have like 180 exchanges just now. All of them are making money, decent money, no problem, right? You're taking fees for the exchange. So even if I'm sleeping, even if I'm with my mother, or even if I'm, on the flight, we're making money. It's okay.
Yeah.
Now, the hard part is when I sleep and I wake up this morning, I see BTC going up. Fine, no problem. But again, if I sleep tonight, if I wake up tomorrow, BTC is gone half the price, or went 30% or 20% or 10% down. That means whatever I earned yesterday is 10% down. And all the money, whichever it is with BTC, or the altcoins. So this is really ridiculous when you're running a business. So what I did is, okay, let's create a token where we take for fees, which is XBX. Now, every time somebody trades, you just put up a very good point where BTC pumps and say dumps and whatever it is. Everybody must be knowing that you're paying fees every time you do a trade. Correct? So that means not only when you're buying, when you're selling, you're paying fees.
Yep.
So this also means when the whole crypto market cap, which is 200 billion, which went down to maybe 180 just now, 190. So all the coins, if we list it and we put all that money together and say how many users we have on the exchange. Now, if they trade one time, we take a certain fee. So just let's say there are 10,000 users and everybody put one Bitcoin on the exchange. That's 10,000 Bitcoins. So now let's say it's $7,000. That's $70 million. Now, $70 million taking 0.1% fees, that's $70,000 if they trade once. Let's just say the whole economy, they just trade half a Bitcoins, or they traded 2 times half the people. It's the same thing as one time, right? So $70,000 worth of XBX will be bought at the exchanges. That pushes the price of XBX up. So let's just say the price went from $1 to $2. Now, all that assets which we took as fees is worth 2 times more. That's 200%. Instead of it is worth 0.7, 0.06, whatever it is, because Bitcoin is going down or any other coin is going down and the market is going down. It's constantly taking the price up. This is what Odyssey is. And if people don't understand when I say this, I think you should not invest into cryptocurrencies or be buying cryptocurrency, because this is simple mathematics with taking fees and taking your own token as a fee. Now, the problem we have over here, when you have that, all these XBX start to come into the company, right? So now this is a problem we're going to face. So I think a lot of people noticed that we do a lot of airdrops of bounties and all these things and cashbacks. And now you will get to the staking point. So why all these tokens come back and why we have a staking system and a cashback system for your BitXPay cards. We need to get the tokens out again from the company. So what we're doing is when you start using the card, we're giving you points like a loyalty point, but in XBX. So if you're using your Amex, you get miles, points, and then you can convert it into flight miles, and then you can travel the world. It's the same thing, but done in XBX. So when you receive XBX, now in the future, you're going to have BitXPay, where you can pay for your flights. So it's actually the same thing as you're getting points and you're flying yourself. But the only thing is, the only thing is, you cannot use your Amex points at a grocery, but we're going to make it able that you can use your points, which is your XBX, at a grocery.
That's freaking awesome, and you just reminded me of something. On another side, we didn't even talk about the direct crypto payments, right? So we talked about Odyssey and the whole stock market thing, right? Which you agreed with, and I'm sure the viewers agree with as well. If you agree to that, let me know by smashing like. If you're watching the replay, let me know by smashing like as well. But this is the thing, right, Harith? It's like with your direct crypto payments, and this is why I love Odyssey, and also there's another project, Crypto Buyer, that does the similar things with you. Different markets, right? You guys both offer similar service, but to different markets. Nothing's wrong with that. But why I love direct crypto payments is because crypto, the problem is when people want to buy merchandise with crypto, they have to cash it to fiat, and that's what's going to put the price down, right?
Yeah.
Once you convert crypto to fiat, it's going to go down. So now, when you could buy crypto for whatever you want to buy, I don't know. I just went to Walmart today. I bought some baby milk. If you wanted to buy baby milk with that, it's not going to affect the price of crypto. So this is why I love direct crypto payments, and that's what you guys offer. Once again, I'm all about that. People want to talk about mass adoption. Oh, blockchains. IBM is going to use blockchain. Who gives a fuck? That's not real mass adoption. Real mass adoption is when us, the average people, could use crypto to buy with anything like we do fiat and Visa.
Exactly.
Not only that, So yeah. Anyways, yeah. So
you got really hot on it, but I'm sorry to stop you, but totally, we have the same point of view on that. If you have Bitcoin, so what? You can't use it at a train, then what's the point of having Bitcoin? It's a peer-to-peer payment system. Okay, I understand that. I get that. Okay, so where are we? 9 years, 10 years? Nobody's using Bitcoin for a taxi just now. I'm in Estonia. Even Estonia, you say it's crypto-friendly. You can't pay with Bitcoins. However, in Japan, you can pay through... When you come to Japan, you're going to do a video about this, but you can actually pay with Bitcoins at a nightclub. You can actually pay with Bitcoins at an electronic store, which is like a 9-story building, and it has all the house things and all. And I've done that. I've taken a video before, and I've done that. But it's awesome, to have that feeling that you can pay with Bitcoins. And now you go in with, you can pay with BitX Pay cards. And when you pay with BitX Pay cards, you're going to receive a cashback in XBX. So say you paid a fee of 2.5%. Odyssey takes that fees and giving you a cashback of 0.5 or 0.1 or 1 or whatever it might be. That means that much we're buying at the market, right? So that means the price of XBX will be affected in terms of growth. And we cash it back to you. And you can, again, use that XBX to either stake it, to buy, or to send, or to do whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah.
So this is about it.
I was going to put this on me for a second.
Sure.
It is relevant to this topic. And, a lot of YouTubers out there, and as I say, I respect everyone, everyone who puts their face on YouTube. Look, man, this thing's a grind. It takes up a lot of my time. You got to have balls to do these things. You got to have a little bit of confidence in your decisions because it can backfire on your face. So I respect everyone. But a lot of disinformation is being put out there, right? Once again, why wait for IBM to use blockchain or Apple to use blockchain? You think that's going to cause real mass adoption? No, it's not. If you look in 2017, what happened? We almost hit $1 trillion in overall market cap for the crypto markets, right? We went up to about 700 billion. So this was all without any talk of institutional money coming in. So we have showed us, the people, don't need them for mass adoption, okay? So what a lot of YouTubers are putting out there is institutional money's coming in, guys. Bull run is here. Who gives a fuck about that, bro? We already almost hit $1 trillion without them. Why do we need them now? This is real mass adoption. Products like this, point of sale terminals. I go to a store and pay with crypto. We don't need them. Why do you want them for? Like, this is what Satoshi Nakamoto, do you think he had envisioned, NASDAQ is going to be using, STOs and all this shit? Security tokens is a farce, man. Stay far away from that. So for me, it's pretty much them. Like for venture capitalists, they're used to companies, startups going to them for funding, and now they're seeing like they don't need them anymore. They're coming to the people with ICOs and IEOs. So for me, in my opinion, STOs is nothing more than for them to leverage back their place in the funding space. That's it. You want to be a sheep? Go listen and do that, man. But we don't need them. This is why decentralization is where it's at, bro. And that's why I love my channel because, I use YouTube as a medium, a platform to reach out to people and let them know, look, the future is going to be decentralized. We could break it down, the history, right? The Industrial Revolution. And after from there, we could fast forward to where we went from peer-to-peer, Napster music, and then we went to Uber, cutting out the middleman, right? Facebook, peer-to-peer, right? Now, this is a whole new level. Airbnb, peer-to-peer, middleman's gone. on. Now, crypto provides it to a whole new level, man. So we don't need these institution guys, okay? So do not be fooled by that by anybody who's putting that out there. And yeah, I'm sorry, I just have to
No,
get that out of my
it's
system,
cool. I mean, like, it's all cool. I believe, I have my pace where I put it really neutral for BitX. Why we're a crypto bank, right? So we need companies and we need people on our side. We cannot give too many harsh comments. Sometimes I'm savage on Telegram, because you disrespect the people who are out there, and then someone needs to give you the ban hammer. So I'm savage sometimes, but in general, I believe that we have to coexist with the current financial system and the crypto financial system. So it is taking its place. It's making a momentum. All the banks, you look at Ripple, for instance, all the banks are partnering up with Ripple. Again, it's very centralized. So many people like and dislike Ripple, but I would say it has its own use cases and it solves its own problems. So I don't shield nor I FUD about Ripple. And XBX is the same thing. It has its own use cases and it has its own utility. And we created a system where we take our fees with it. So if you believe or you think that it is going to be useful, that's worth the support. That's your support, right? And then what we do is we keep on building. So now the point of sales terminals and all, this is one thing just to get the old dudes to come on crypto. This is not for us dudes to be, we're already doing the phone-to-phone sending by QRL and all this thing. We don't need a point of sale system. We don't even need the BitXPay cards, to be honest. But what we're doing over here is people who don't understand crypto, they need to see something. If they don't see something in front of their face, example, it's a POS machine, or it's example, a card. All these shops you have, like we've talked to 7-Eleven, we've talked to Family Mart, we've talked to Lawson, all these shops in Japan. We've talked to big companies who are selling these POS machines and all. All of them, they don't understand the fact that you can actually pay with the QR code. Until very recently, there were some companies in Japan doing something like PayPal, where you can do a QR code transfer for assets. Now, this is the mass adoption happening just now. Their next step is just going to say, okay, from tomorrow, we're going to be able to accept crypto using the QR code. People who don't see this, they're blind. I see this. That's why we've been here 2 years ago. We developed all the solutions that all these companies can easily interact with or adopt with. So you're talking about IBM, you're talking about Apple. They have their shit going on, They actually have patents and they already have domains and all taken for cryptocurrency. They're developing it under the hood. They have their own wallets. They have everything. Facebook, right? So the thing is, we don't have to wait for them. You always say, create your old bull run. I believe small startups and companies, something like BitX, whichever you said, Crypto Buyer, Nash, or whichever company, if we gather together as companies together that are startups, we can actually create mass adoption. You don't have to wait for mass adoption. You have to create mass adoption. So we're totally open for all companies to be whoever's doing a good thing.
Sorry to interrupt, Harold. It's like, why do you want to be dependent on government or dependent on centralized institutions to do something for you? Now, this is why crypto was invented, because Satoshi, well, not crypto, but Bitcoin was invented because Satoshi Nakamoto obviously launched during the same year that big crash happened, because people have clearly lost faith in their government and their currency. So why the fuck are you going to wait for institutional money now all of a sudden, right? Don't get messed up like that, man. Like, it just really pisses me off when I see YouTubers just shilling these STOs and all these things. And to their defense, to your defense rather, because you agreed, Harris, that the NASDAQ and these, we have to coexist together to a certain degree, and I understand, but do not be mistaken with depending on them to do this for you.
Exactly.
But this is why this was invented, because we want to get away from that, right?
Exactly.
We want to be independent of our own funds. That's why you have Zeus. That's why we got Ledger, right? That's the beautiful thing about crypto. Let's don't ruin it, okay? Please, let's don't ruin it.
Exactly. I mean, like a lot of people, they want something. It's like, hey, I want to be a superstar in football, so I'm going to wait for my dad to buy me a spike, which I can use to run faster, and then I'll win the team, and then maybe I'll be a superstar. No, you go and you start practicing, every single day, training yourself. Even if you don't have a spike, go and start kicking the balls. And that's how Brazilian superstars are there for football, because they play every day. No matter, they don't have a court, they don't have a pitch, they've been training every day. And what we call trading, we call it developing. So you keep on developing this every day. One day, some bank or some company is going to come and say, hey, I need to use your solution. You've been running it 3 years. You know what you're doing. Instead of me creating it from now and taking 1 year, I just buy your solution and I use it. I save myself 1 year. I have nothing more to say.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening here, man. No, for sure. Okay, so let's switch topics for a sec. And actually, somebody, I wrote it down here. No, not Jason Lee. Shoot, let me see. Somebody in the chat asked a question. It was about the exchange. Okay, so Smart FX GH asks, and I do apologize, Smart FX. I know I had you on hold for a long time there. He asks, is the launch intact? Please find out from Harith if the launch is happening as planned. I guess he's talking about the exchange launch.
I'm not gonna let you know.
Hey man, just gotta wait for it, you know.
No, I'm just joking. Just joking. You already have the word. You already have the banners out there. As I just said, today's Sunday. I was so relaxed. I was gonna be on a t-shirt. I even went to the mall and relaxed myself. Everything's in place and everything is ready. So that's why the launch is intact, and that's why I'm relaxed. You know, you can see it from my face. I'm relaxed.
yeah. And I want to point out something, Harith.
Yeah.
You know how come I know you're not full of shit? Because you're just too detailed with everything you say. And if I ask you the same question, you give me the same exact detailed answer. So I've been testing you. So I know you're not full of shit, right? No, dude, like, I can also tell you guys planned this for years, maybe, I don't know, months.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say, it's well thought out, right? So
yeah, it's 3 years. Actually, so, it's not only planned out. We saw the market, we investigated the market, we detailed the market, we saw our competitors, we saw what products they have. I've been registered on 20 exchanges. I've been seeing what they like, what they have, what is good, what is not good. So if you see the branding, also in branding wise, BitX, or the color that we use, red and blue, and so many things, you know, even XBX logo, or even like to the details, you know, sometimes we are not up to date, but what we do is we always are learning. And this is, you know, a never ending journey. New innovations always popping up every day. So as a CEO, my job is to have new ideas every day. The day I don't have any more ideas, or I am not innovative in a certain way in developing BitX, I think so that is the day that I have to resign. So what we're doing is we're doing brainstorming every single day. I'll be in an airplane and I'll have some small ideas. I'll see a sign somewhere, a board or whatever it is. I'll have some small ideas. And this is all what we're doing is, you know, we're having ideas, we're putting in production, and we're developing and delivering. This is all about BitX.
With me, it's the same way. Like I get most of my ideas when I'm in the shower for my content. So I'm like taking a shower. I was like, oh, great idea. I grab my phone. I go, it's all wet. I got to put down my notes, bro, because I'm not going to remember it.
Oh, my God.
But let's say what's up to the people in the chat. I will move on to the staking program. I do really appreciate everyone who's been with us the whole time. I know we've been streaming for well over an hour. So, yeah, I do greatly appreciate
So I'm just going to show you.
Hanging out with us.
You know, we have this idea box, right? I don't know if you can see it. So you have this idea, and then you see OTC trade, you see, you know, Bitforex, and you see many things going on. You have all this ideas, and
that's it.
I get my ideas in the restroom. So sometimes I'm in 1 hour in the restroom, and then Ryan and my partners go, man, what are you doing in the restroom? Well, you're sleeping or what? Yeah. So I'm like, I get my ideas there when I'm, you know, in a small place and I'm in a cage. So everybody has these ideas. I hear you.
I'm the same way. Nothing to like, no distractions in front of you. You know, you have peace of mind. And you definitely come up with some good stuff. Okay, so guys, we're not almost done. We're going to get to the real meat and potatoes of the staking program. I know a lot of people are asking me how this works, so we're going to get into that. But first, let me see what's up to everybody here in the chat. Any questions, do let me know right now. Now is your chance. And after Harith explains staking, I will take a couple more questions, and then we gone. All right? So, D'Angelo, hey, what's up, D'Angelo? Hit him up, Broski. Yeah, D'Angelo is here. Tito is here. I actually said the same thing on my video. We only need people to adopt crypto mass adoption. Exactly, Tidor. Now we're talking. Endless says time. Okay, he's laughing. Okay, guys, once again, do highlight me in your questions, okay? Let me just scroll up to see if I missed any. Tito says, I agree once again. Okay. Oh yeah, somebody asked about, where is it? Shoot, man, I can't find it now. So no one is, so Huddle Club says, no one is waiting for them right now. Bitcoin is not going to 1 million. If institutional money does not come in, people are delusional to think that the average Joe is going to pump this market. Well, Huddle Club, we're actually referring to not just the average Joe pump in the market, but we're talking about using crypto as a form of payment to buy merchandise like we do fiat and cash, because the problem of why crypto goes down is because when you want to cash out crypto, you do exactly that. You cash out for cash. And that's selling crypto, which is going to drive the price down. Now, if we have merchants in place that accept crypto, then that will, take care of that problem, right? Because you're not converting it to cash. And that's real mass adoption, not institutional money, right? But yes, I can see where you're coming from, but that's not real mass adoption. Okay. But okay, guys, so let's talk about staking, Harith. We know the token appreciation has given us some massive gains. Okay, my fellow crypto lifestylers, again, that bloke RST is loving it. Kanik is loving it. Morales is loving it. My man Alex in Holland is loving it. The crypto lifestylers are worldwide, bro. We're loving it. But you need to know about this.
Hold on. Let me just address this, because I just came to my eyes on your chat. Crypto Nation says insiders are selling. Probably they know the truth about the exchange being launched or not, right? So I'm going to answer to this. Crypto Nations, whoever you are, we're launching, and you're the one who's going to be the first one to say sorry to whoever the person you said that is selling insider. That you can. I don't want to say the name of another project, but we're not them. So none of the token are holded by any of the owners, and we cannot sell. So what is happening? You're talking about Odyssey, that Odyssey is not buying and 25% down. I'm just going to say Odyssey is not yet in place. Wait for Odyssey to come in. Start your comments then.
Well, you know what? I'm going to actually disagree with you, Harith. You know why? Because the first one to say sorry is not going to be him. It's going to be Pablo Escobar.
No. Pablo Escobar.
Hey, I love Pablo,
please,
man.
no. I have to have my beer with Pablo. So please leave him on.
Hey, you know why I love Pablo, bro? Is because
he's real.
He's thinking outside the box, and he's challenging, projects and asking tough questions. And you gotta respect that.
I like that too. I mean, like, if I ever see him wherever in Japan, the end of the year when it's $10, he's probably gonna have to buy more than a beer, but still, I'll take that beer, and I'm gonna take a video and I'm gonna post it. So,
all right. Okay, Harith. Any other questions you see in the live stream you want to handle?
No. I mean, I take criticism as a conversation, and the point is, Crypto Nation just said you should ask him hard questions. So give me hard questions, and I'll give it to you with feedback. And I mean, like, I have nothing to hide. So you're gonna see that goddamn exchange, and I'm gonna see more than just an exchange, because I've been waiting for this baby to wake up for 3 years, and I want the exchange more than any of the token holders wanted. So I'm ready for it. Odyssey is ready. Our devs are ready. Actually, already we are testing and everything's finished. So that's why I'm chill. But do not criticize on the team or insider information, because I'm going to tell you one thing. None of the owners actually know which exchange we are listed. None of the owners actually know how much we put in liquidity because of insider trading. I have provided no information to anyone for these reasons. Why? Because as a bank, when you're running a bank, right, in the future, a lot of people want to seek this information. So you ask my admins, okay, which exchange you're listing on, or what are you going to do on May or July? They don't know. Why? Because they don't need to know until the time has come, because that can cause problems. Our admins get paid in XBX. So they are holding to their XBX. They need the price to grow. They're not going to dump on you because they get their salary in that. So it's the same system which we adopted. We think that Binance system is very innovative in that manner. So if we're dumping on you, all our salaries are actually going down because we're driving the price down. So you see all the admins, they work harder to get the price higher. not lower. So if you understand that from a perspective that they're getting their salaries down if they do a dump, you will not answer, you'll not tell people, hey, they're dumping on us, because we're totally a different business model, or even the inside structure of the company is totally different with other companies. So we don't get Ether or Bitcoins or I would say US dollars for our salaries. We get XPX, and driving that down would be so stupid. That's why we're not doing that. When they sell a part of their tokens and all for their living. They're saving money because they know what Odyssey is going to do. Odyssey is going to buy it high. So why sell it right now when you can sell it after 2 days to Odyssey?
Right. So this is the thing. So for Crypto Nation, I believe is his handle. Dude, I'm all about hard questions, right? I don't know if you saw my last interview we did. I threw a curveball at Harith. There was something that was going on the internet, and he was blindsided. You know, I'm all about that, bro. I'm all about that. Hard questions, but at some point, it's like, okay, well, you know, let's ask about the business now. You got that out of the way, right? So I have addressed certain things that came to my attention, and for me, for him, and Harold is pretty open about that situation, you know, showing us, you know, certain things that are going on, right? Once again, I don't want to go over that now. We've been going for about an hour and a half here. That's the details of that is in the live stream there, in the previous live stream. You can check that out. I'm all about that. But at this point, the exchange is launching soon. The staking, people want to know about staking.
Not soon, 2 days.
I can't just
not soon.
Yeah,
soon is like
exactly.
2 weeks.
2 days, right? So there's other things to also focus on as well. But I do respect your comment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Harold, let's talk about staking, brother.
Okay.
Drop some knowledge.
So what we did is we created our debit cards, right? So once we are able to ship the debit cards, that's another thing that we're going to discuss. And we obviously have to get our EMI license to be doing that. And that is already in place, intact. And once we receive it, we'll start shipping out the debit cards. Now, we want to make benefit of users. So Crypto Nations, we're launching on 14th. Are you following? So in the form of what we say staking is now you will have on the platform EasyBitX, you will have inside your wallets a button where you can press. So we call it the node-free staking, right? So now you don't have to go be a computer geek and start connecting your computers, downloading hard softwares and all those things, and hooking up your wallets and making it run 24 hours and all these things. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a button where you start staking. So now when you start staking over there, what happens is you're shifting your assets from hot wallet to cold wallet, cold storage. So your assets, in the first place, it's safe, right? It's not SAFU, SAFU. It's safe, right?
Yeah.
Now, your assets once moved, a calculator will start based on what card you have or non-card holders. So if you're a non-card holder, you receive 3% annually, which means 1 year, 3%. So if you have 10,000 coins and you receive 3%, that's 300 coins. If you have 20,000 coins, that's 600 coins per year, right? So it's not that much if you think about it. So let's just calculate this. 300 coins divided by 365 days. That's 0.82 MBX per day. And now you can go and swap this MBX to XBX. So it's the same value pegged to 1-to-1. So now it's a 0.82 coins only. Now, the interesting part starts from here. If you have, say I have a calculation already done over here. So I'm just going to give you the calculation. I made it easy for everybody to understand. So the minimum staking hours is 72 hours. So 72 hours.
Hold on, Harris. So sorry, Harris. So everybody who's watching who is interested in the staking, now is your chance. Really listen to this, okay? Because this is the first time I'm hearing these details myself.
Okay. So 72 hours, once you click that button, you can't do anything to your assets. You cannot withdraw it. You cannot trade it. You cannot send it. You cannot receive. You cannot do anything to that assets. You can choose how much you want to stake. So just let's say you have, say, 100,000 XBX, right? And then you go stake it. So let's just say you have a gold card and you stake your 100,000 XBX. What will happen is every 72 hours, you can unlock the tokens, you can withdraw it, you can send it, whatever it might be. However, the counter also ticks for 24 hours. So what this means is every 24 hours, you will be receiving MBX worth of the percentage that you have in your card. So if you have a gold card, it's 4%. So that comes to 4% divided by 365 is 0.0109%. I'm just gonna cut it off there, 0.109, because it becomes very small. But this also means 72 hours, right? So if 3 days, it becomes to 0.032%. Now, that's 72 hours. So if you have 100,000 tokens, if you multiply this, that means 4,000 tokens per year. And when you divide it by 365, it's 10 tokens per day. And if you have it in 72 hours, which is 3 days, that means 3 days, 32.87 tokens of MBX. Now you can swap that with XBX. So just let's take the price, current price, 0.2, 0.3, whatever it might be. So let's just say it's 0.2.
Yeah.
If 32 tokens into 0.2, that means $6.57 per 3 days, right? So now let's just say this 32 tokens, just imagine it as every time you're staking, we're taking a certain fee, right? So now Odyssey buys XBX and the price goes up every time people are staking and unstaking. Also when they're trading. So now the price starts to climb after the 14th, on the 15th. Now 32 tokens.
That's a little hinter there, guys.
Okay, 32 tokens multiplied by $1. That's $32 in 3 days. That's $10 a day. The average Asian person's salary is $300 per month. You go to Philippines, you go to Thailand, that's 300.
Thailand, I know.
Exactly. So that $300 divided by 30 days is actually $10. So if you have 100,000 tokens and you start staking for 4%, and this price actually goes to $1, you're making the same salary that you're making at your job.
Right.
So now let's take that calculation further, right? So if it is 3%, non-card holders get 3%. So it's the same calculation you're going to do. Just excuse me for the battery. So you're going to do the same calculations, and you're going to apply it to your token. So I just had two types of calculations, right? If you stake in 1 week, because 3 days is too much. So now you want to go and stake 0.033 if it is 4%. But if you want to stake it in 1 week, one time, that brings it down to 0.076% for 4%, right? So 0.076 in 1 week multiplied by 52 weeks is a compound staking. So now actually your money works for you. The crypto lifestyle is a cash copy of your crypto lifestyle. So
I have a pending license or patent on that saying. You can't say that out boldly like that, okay? I'm
sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna pay you one XBX for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just joking.
Go ahead, sorry.
So when you're a platinum card, you have 5.135%. So if it is if you do it 3 days, 72 hours, every 72 hours, that means in 1 year you can do it 121 times restaking. If you do it every week, that means 52 weeks. That means 52 times you can restake it. So I'm just going to give you two patterns. You can do it how many days you want. You can do 5 days, 6 days, whatever you want. You can cancel whenever you want. This is not some investment scheme or something. What you're basically doing is you're locking up your tokens. We're putting it aside in a cold wallet, and we're growing the network of XBX in terms of growth of price, in terms of growth of Odyssey taking fees, and incentivizing users for doing so, right? So these three things you're doing at the same time. Now, say you're a platinum card holder, you bought on BitXPay for 10,000, and you received, say, 100,000 tokens. Just let's say you bought on the exchange, and then you also bought the BitXPay card. So now you're entitled to 5.135%. That means every 3 days, if you restake it, you're receiving 0.0424%. If it's every week, you're receiving 0.09875%. And then you can compound this by restaking. You can also obviously swap to other tokens if you see more profit on other tokens, because the MBX token will become like an index token.
Right.
So
you could actually, if you could swap it with any other crypto listed on the exchange.
yes. So any partner that is providing on our ERC20 protocol staking, we are basically the first exchange in the world to have staking inside an exchange. No other exchange has done this. So now when you have staking of there, all our tokens are eligible for staking. However, the company has to partner with us with MBX, right? And then have the same circulating supply minted on MBX. So if we have the same circulation supply minted, a certain amount of token goes to the partner, which is MBX Easy Airdrop. And whenever they start staking, the airdrop is then airdrop from Easy Airdrop on MBX token. Now you go to our other partner, which is EasyBitX. EasyBitX, and you start staking. Or after you received MBX, you want to convert to a certain currency. So let's just take A currency, B currency, C currency, and XBX, right? So you started staking with XBX. Now you go and receive MBX, right? So now you received MBX. Now this MBX, because it's a partner with all these platforms tokens, you can convert it to A token, B token, C token, or XBX. You cannot restake MBX because MBX is the reward that is given out from our partner to support the marketing of EasyBitX platform. So you can convert to any other token, A token, B token, C token, whichever it might be. And MBX becomes the index for all these tokens. So let's just say A token was doing really good. It went up 5x. And you see an opportunity because you are holding MBX. So you go and convert to A token and you sell out, right? And then you got A token. Now you got more tokens and you want to restake because A token has its own percentage and it has its own crypto debit cards based from BitX. So this is the staking program that we are providing not only for EasyBitX and XBX, we are providing it for all the other tokens that want to be listed on EasyBitX.
Yeah.
So this creates demand in EasyBitX listing. So when they are listing, they have a listing fee. Now, again, this pays to Odyssey, where Odyssey goes and buy XBX. So what we did, it's the whole ecosystem is rolling around XBX.
I was going to just say that. It's the whole ecosystem. Yeah,
the whole ecosystem is combined together with staking, with listing, and then crypto startups. What we want to do as a bank, we want to help these companies, right? As once we receive our banking license, we want to help these companies. So the IEO, pre-IEO platform, which we will discuss next time about XNews and EasyBitX IEO. However, by giving them this solution where ERC20 tokens can now freely stake on EasyBitX platform, that is revolutionary for other companies. Because if you can start staking, right, it supports the company, the startup, to have growth in their token, right? Because nobody's selling. They believe the company, so they want to stake and they want to receive more tokens. Now, there's a risk factor over here, right? What if this company fails to deliver? Of course, we're going to filter out these things before we list them. But just let's say something happened. You know, in business, something always happens. And then say they couldn't stand up from their fail. Now, of course, we have our capital funds, which we will try to help them and all. But now, still, if they could not succeed in whatever they're doing, right? There are many things that EasyBitX is thinking. If a company fails to deliver, EasyBitX will buy them out and actually, BitX will buy them out and actually run their project with our team. You know, we have many programs that we are thinking of. However, let's just take a case where this company failed. Now, you are holding a token. If this company fails, it's going down to 0. However, if you're holding MBX at that point and you convert only when you want to sell, now MBX is a staking reward, which is given out from our partner, right? So it's pegged to all these tokens. You can choose freely whichever token you want to sell. So it makes it risk-free, or I would say less riskier, to hold a different token instead of MBX. You should hold MBX instead of the token.
So MBX that's not the G7 coin, is it?
No, it's MBX is marketing BitX coin. It's a total different coin. which is
Okay,
yeah.
That's what you'll get paid for the stake rewards, and then you convert it to whatever crypto you please.
Exactly. Right? So you can convert to
Okay,
XBX or you can convert to whichever you want. However, there's a fee taken again in this process, and Odyssey is feeded by this.
Right. No, brilliant stuff. As you were saying, the whole ecosystem is intertwined. I was now about to say that, and that's very unique, right? Even like what you said, the new startups coming along, and to give them a boost, staking will definitely help them out. But to explain this better, or like to give people you explain it as best as anyone can. Don't get me wrong, but in a more easier use case scenario, would you guys are thinking of probably having a calculator on the website that will calculate how much. I think that would be just more easier for people to get it in a matter of like a minute or two.
So what we're doing is on Easy Airdrop, first you will have a calculator where you can calculate the MBX, how much MBX. So example, you have 10,000 XBX and you have a gold card, for instance, or you are a non-card holder, or you're a diamond card holder. If you're a gold card, it's 4%, platinum card 5.135%, diamond card 6.450%, and black card 8.750. Now, black card is a little bit too high, so let's just say gold card or platinum. So let's say 5.135. Now, when you convert that, it will show you how much tokens you have and how much tokens you will be receiving. And you can add, okay, I want to restake every 3 days, or I want to restake every 7 days. So then it will give you a calculation how many MBX you're going to receive every 7 days. And if you restake that every 7 days, how much you will receive in 1 year in tokens wise. Now, it will also convert the current price of any token you desire that is our partner. So if it's, say, XBX, and XBX was $1, and you are to receive 100 tokens, then it will show, if you choose XBX conversion, you will receive $100. Now, that is all done on Easy Airdrop. Now, you will have also Easy Swap website. Now, you go with your MBX, right? Because you received MBX, and you want to say, hey, how much am I getting for my MBX for all other tokens that are partnered with? You can also go and sell your MBX because we will be listing it on other exchanges, right?
Interesting.
So you will have the option and the price difference of so many factors. You'll have the MBX on other exchanges. You'll have it the internal exchange. You'll have the swap option. You'll have the exchange. You have so many options once you're in MBX staking program. And the thing is, when you go, say, on the swap, Easy Swap website, it will show you, okay, if you have 1 MBX, you can convert it at a certain ratio. Because, example, for XBX, we are pegged 1-to-1. But another coin might say, okay, we want to give 0.8 pegged to 1 MBX. So another company might say, okay, we'll give the users 1.5 based on 1 MBX. It depends on each company, how their business model and token economy is. And that is decided between the company, between the community, and also between EasyBitX, the board members. So example, we don't want a company who is like completely a fraud and then comes in and we mint a certain amount of tokens, and these tokens have no value, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to test them. They're going to run through a pre-IEO, whatever it is, and then we're going to have community voting. And once we have this community voting and they're indulged with this, now MBX has another worth. MBX value is created by valuable companies. So people can freely, it's like your One World Alliance system on your airplane, or your I don't know if you know the alliance that they have for the airplanes. Like, you can fly through these kind of airlines, and then all the points you can convert it into one airline's points.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
they're
MBX,
collabing pretty much is what it is.
So MBX is something like that. So you can use freely all these types of coins. You can convert all the coins. However, you're holding a certain amount of coins, MBX, and you can convert it easily. So MBX is minted based on the circulation supply of each project. Now, what happens, because we're going to mint, say, example, 200 million MBX, that's going to drop the price dramatically, right? If we partner with someone, MBX. So what we're going to do is, once we mint, we lock up a certain token, which is not in use. So we lock it through the smart contract, so it cannot be misused. It cannot be locked. It cannot be hacked or sent or whatever it is. The circulation supply is strictly then to the staking amount, which of MBX. So if somebody starts staking, say 1 million tokens, and another person, and in total, say they start staking, say 20 million tokens, then only 20 million tokens of MBX will be unlocked because we have to give them their airdrops on MBX, right? So this is what is the price or the value of MBX as for now. However, we have future project which is called SnapX, and this is basically a SnapX. You basically like your Snapchat and your Telegram and your WhatsApp combined, and your Line app, and it's all combined. It's a chat app, and the catch copy for this app is the more you use, the more you earn. So the more you're using this app for chat instead of, example, Telegram, Facebook, WhatsApp, you'll be earning MBX for this. And then what we do is...
That's crazy. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, that's crazy because I know Telegram was talking about doing similar things, right? Ton, that was going to be their token. I don't know whatever happened with that. I don't know if it's on pause, but that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, so what happens is, as I just said, MBX is an index coin for all these tokens. Right, so you can probably convert in the future, say 30 tokens. And now what you're going to do is you're going to be able to receive this MBX into your using your chat. So the more you use, it's going to be maybe we're going to decide how we're going to provide this MBX. But we already have big data plans on this. So example, we go out and say from 30 years old to 40 years old, please send us what drink you're drinking on a Friday. People take a photo or take a receipt photo. AI learns this and stores this in a big data. And what we do is we sell this data off based on you confirming that you can sell this data. We give an assignment, and you have to agree to this. And then you earn, say, $3, $5 for that photo, you know. And how you earn it is because we sell it to bigger companies for big data marketing and research. And we take a certain amount, and that profit is actually, we buy MBX and we're airdropping it to you in your account. And then this chat app is integrated with Odyssey and BitXPay and the exchange. So now you can send crypto or send fiat G7 to people. Basically, what Facebook is saying is they're going to create a stable coin for their usage. But we already have so many stable coins, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make it more better in terms of more stable, more decentralized, and also creating big data. If we're going to make profits, we're going to make you make profits with it. So it might fall under a securities token in the future. In that time, we'll have the licenses appropriately for a security token.
Love it, guys. Love it. I know my fellow crypto lifestyles are loving that too. Wow, you know what I'm going to do, Harold? I would actually make a video dedicated to BitX staking program, right? Just to have it in a, a 10-minute format or 8-minute format, right?
Yeah.
To explain that. And look, guys, we are streaming past 2 hours. Me and Harold, we could talk all day long.
I mean,
so,
whatever I'm saying, it's not an idea that came up just yesterday. I'm just coming out of the moon. This all whatever I'm saying with SnapX, with EasyBitX, Easy Swap, everything is already in production. And it's a matter of when we're going to launch. That's why I can give you this kind of details. And I'm not scared to give you these details because that's exactly what I'm going to do. And if I'm going to do that, who's going to benefit the most? You think for yourself, It's like XBX is always taken as fee for all the platforms. So whatever you're doing on this platform, Odyssey is taking a fee in XBX. So now you tell me, is Odyssey a beast or not a beast?
Exactly, right? I love it, dude. I really do love it. As I said, you guys really did think things through. It's not something that you could just do overnight. And I've been testing you with similar questions, but I just change a little bit, tweak it a little bit. And you've been giving the same detailed response. So, yeah.
I mean, I couldn't give you another response because that's what I'm thinking about,
true,
right?
Though, man. Yeah, exactly. No, you keep on seeing the same exact thing and the same exact details, man. So I definitely see some nice gains coming in the future in myself. I told my subs. But listen, what we're going to do, Harold. Let's just look at the viewers, what they're saying in the live chat, and we'll take a couple more questions, and I think we'll end it. We will. Once again, the next EMA you wanted to focus on what you said.
Let the community decide what you want to hear more.
Decide.
Yeah, let them decide. I don't want to be talking about something they don't want to be listening. people.
The people were asking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to be talking about, I'm not masturbating here live on YouTube, It's like,
Please don't.
No, I
Please
mean,
don't.
like, seriously, what you want to hear, you ask me. So this is a community-driven channel, I believe, like YouTube or even your crypto lifestyle channel.
Yep.
So let the community gather questions and give a vote or some, make a poll and ask them what they want to hear the most, what they want explained the nearest future the most, and then I believe everybody will answer that. And based on that, we will explain. We have nothing to hide. We are already developing everything. We are already in production. So let them ask us. I don't want to be just talking what they don't want to hear.
Yeah, well, I know for sure they definitely want to see me in Japan with you guys, right? Doing it in the flesh and in the office there. So that might be the next video. Who knows, right? But let's see what they're saying here.
Yeah.
Guys, we are going to call it quits very soon. We will take 2 more. Is Odyssey a UFO? Yes, it is actually. That's why we're in space right now. If you didn't notice.
Yeah, I mean, like, does everybody know the definition of UFO? It's unidentified flying object, right? So it's gonna fly you to an identified, I don't know which star it's gonna take us to, but it's really unidentified. You had 10 years of crypto development. You've never seen a project.
You know what a star is going to take us to? I'll show you something right there. It's gonna take us to that planet right there, the crypto lifestyle planet. You see it in the background right there? That one right there, right? Okay, so yeah, let me just see what people are saying here. We got SS says, when will Odyssey be implemented? SS is asking. The 15th? Question mark.
15th.
Harith?
15th.
Yeah,
yes.
the 15th. Okay, great. Guys, I really don't want to upset anyone. It was just a question. Digitex went up too. Digitex. Yeah, everyone's still upset about that. Hazel says, "What's up? Price goes up." All right. So I don't think we really got much questions. Yeah. So I got my boy David Morales. He goes by the name Glad in Telegram chapter, Harith. He says, "Don't forget the person to carry your bags in Japan." So he's saying he wants to tag along. He wants to carry my bags, right? Just meaning.
I mean, like, he can come along. Cool. All he has to do is, before we get to that price, he just has to bag some more XPX, and he can buy probably his own ticket. I'll buy his hotel over here.
Hey, Morales, nobody's holding on to my XBX bags, okay? I'm holding on to my own bags, if that's what you're referring to. But he meant suitcases.
Yeah, Gavin's got heavy bags, very heavy. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Those bags are going to be very heavy, bro. All right. I mean, I don't know. Everyone, they don't really have much questions. I don't know if you see any in the chat that I may have missed, Harold. Let me know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's say... Yeah. Will Android app be available on the App Store or APK file? Android app will be available on the App Store on the 14th. And also we have an iOS app coming through. It should be something like 6 days more than the launch date. But we'll have an iOS app. So you'll have both iOS, Android, and also you will have the desktop app. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That answers that question.
So Gamis goes, honestly, people are scared. Let's prove them wrong, Harith. I mean, like, I'm not here to prove anyone wrong or, tap someone's back to, hey, buy XPX or anything. I mean, like, it's your choice. You can buy, you cannot buy. It's okay. We're not going to die even if you don't buy. I've been saying this a 1,000 times, We don't need people to buy XPX. XPX is bought by Odyssey. And I created it in that way so that I don't have the headache of people coming in telling me, oh, the price is down, the price is up. Of course, the price is down and up because Odyssey is not launched and we don't have an exchange yet. But once the exchange launch and once the cards are intact and everything, Odyssey is keep on buying the XPX for taking fees. I don't, it's one big stress that a CEO of a crypto company has regarding the price. And that is just going to go out of my mind once we launch. And it's just, I have to produce and produce and produce and release. So I am very lucky to have this kind of idea. And I believe, all other companies, they can copy whatever we're doing. It's okay, no problem, as long as you can go over the patent, but I'm sure you won't be able. So
yeah. So we got I believe Castro says, "Oh my God, Francis is shilling," right? I don't shill. I don't like, but if I see something that has tremendous value and to be up over 6 times my investment in a matter of 4 weeks, I don't know if you want to call it shilling. I mean, I mean, that put a smile on anyone's face, no?
I mean,
Right?
like,
So 600% is a big deal to me in this brutal bear market. So I'm just fucking like just excited, bro. You know what I mean? That's all.
yeah, I mean,
And I
like,
can see the potential, the growth, and it's aligned with my interest as well in terms of crypto devices, direct crypto payments, right? Hardware devices. That's aligned with what I truly believe in, and that's why I like Crypto Buyer and I like BitX, because I know that's going to provide us true mass adoption. So call it
Thank you.
shilling, but I call it a passion. And you just said, "Oh my God, Francis is shilling," like you're surprised because I don't shill. But you know, when I tap into something that I believe in, you know, and that's done well for me, and my community is giving me, you know, great, great feedback. Dude, come on, man, that makes me very happy. So if you call that shilling, then I guess that's your definition of shilling. But
I mean, like,
any last few words?
yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make that word shilling. That you are not actually shilling for nothing. I'm gonna put my name on it with that word, and I'm gonna sign on it, and I'm gonna shill when it's $10. So you might not call Francis. I mean, like, whichever YouTuber or whichever it is, I truly respect everybody because they're doing their job. Their job is to get a voice out there because we don't have that time. We don't have time for making YouTubes and all. And all these fun, fancy stuff and all. We're developing. We're doing business deals. We're doing business development, right? So I believe, if a company is promoted in this way from everybody and everybody likes it or whatever it might be, I think we also have a responsibility in delivering. And the delay that caused 14 days of delay, I truly feel sorry for the supporters, and I truly felt sorry for you as well. Let me address it because I'm sure, on the first day or second day, you might have had some people who like, "Hey, Francis, what the fuck, what's going on?" I'm sorry to use the F word in
people,
public.
this is the thing. This is the thing I can't stand with individuals. They love you when, okay, like for example, Digitex, right? So they love you when the token's going up or when they're making money. But the moment the token corrects itself or something, they hate you. Dude, it's dumb. Oh my God. It's like, bro, like, I don't want to come across like an ignorant person here, but like I don't give advice. First of all, okay, I'm not a financial advisor. I always say that. It's in my description box as well. What I could tell you is what I like and what I'm doing, and I can't tell you when to buy, hold, or sell. Now that's entirely up to you, bro. Okay, I can tell you what I like, what I'm doing, and if it's going up, you love me. But once it goes down, corrects itself, you hate me, right?
Yeah,
so, for example, when XPX going up, they're like, "Oh, should I buy it? Should I buy it?" And I was like, "Look, bro, I don't give advice. I go, but personally, me, yes." So it goes up, and then after they did a little correction, they're like, "Ha ha ha, it's dumping, ha ha." All the smart asses come out to say it's dumping, and now it goes back up to 20 somewhat cents. It does another 4xer, and now they're all quiet. And now I'll probably see some comments tomorrow. Ha ha, it dumped. It's like, bro, grow the fuck up. Like, grow the fuck up.
Like, see, if you have a company or a project with only a token, it's a different matter. You need a lot of people to buy your token so that the price goes up. I've been constantly saying this, and it will be proved in 2 days. So all my stress is going away in 2 days because it will be proven. It's like even small amount or big amount, I don't know what Odessa is going to do. It's based on how people trade, how people interact with the platform, how many people start staking and restaking and all. It's always taking fees. So it's automated. For me, it's a big headache going away. And when we go with this FUD and everything, people have two intentions when it comes to FUD and shilling as well. One, when they're FUDing, is they want to FUD because they want to buy cheaper. And they want everybody to sell to them. And then when it goes up, they make profit. So this is one definition that we have to be aware of when they're FUDing. Second FUD is a genuine FUD where they didn't do any research or the company is actually doing something wrong. So that's the second FUD, which is reality.
Absolutely.
So now you have this in shilling as well. They shill because they want the price to go up and they profit from it, or they shill because they actually really believe the project. So now what we are talking about, genuine project, belief, and shill. Shill doesn't define by only bad manners. It's the way how you look at something. I commented before in your live, in your group chat, that every story has two ends. Every hand also has two sides. So look at both sides before you comment on somebody saying you're shilling, you're a scam, you're this, you're
Yeah.
that. Do your research first and prove that you can. It's very easy to say scam or shill, or you just have to type in the keyboard 4-5 letters. I mean, even if I had a 5-year-old boy, he can type scam. It's very easy.
Exactly.
I mean, like, to say something without doing a proper research, without proving it in court, is not very responsible, in my opinion. Have your responsibility in your words, as I have my responsibility in my words. When I say we're going to launch, we're going to launch. If there's a delay, I apologize for it. I fix it. And I redo everything for it. So if you're telling me I'm a scam, I really don't have any comments for you,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, as I said before, there's 20 people out there. You can't satisfy everyone. They're going to be polarizing opinions. And that's a healthy thing, and that's why my chat, I invite anyone to come to my chat and, express your opinions, Harith. You guys see it. I don't kick people out of my chat unless they're just spamming the chat with, like, referral links. But I'm open to that. But that being said, at the end of the day, ask anybody who's part of my community. I am in my chat, but I'm not the most active person because my energy is fucking drained from making content, bro. So it really is, right? So I'm drained, but hey, I mean, for me to come and argue with someone, I just don't really have time for it. I'm not shying away from it. I'll invite anybody on the channel. Let's talk about it. But, I just don't have so much energy to argue with everyone. So, Harith, on that note, I think we're going to end this here. I do have to go visit my mother. By the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Happy
all
Mother's
the
Day,
members
everyone.
who are here with us live on Mother's Day. Tell your mother from the Crypto Lifestyle and from XBX, BitX Global, Harith. Happy Mother's Day to your mom. Happy Mother's Day to your mother as well, Harith.
Thank you.
Yeah, my mom's.
I'm
she's
going to send her
waiting on
this
me to get
video,
there,
and then
right?
she's going to say the Crypto Lifestyle, and she's going to do this. It's like.
Hey, how about this? When I come to Japan, we could do that live.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're gonna see 13 goats, because my mother loves goats and she has like 13 goats.
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously.
Could we cook one? I like curry goats.
I mean, like.
Oh, it's pets. She doesn't have a farm. It's pets.
It's pets.
Oh my god, I'm so criminal for saying that. So sorry. I would love to see that. I'm so sorry. I do love curry goat though. I wouldn't say that.
No. Don't say that in front of her. It's almost
okay,
as
guys.
it's their children, so.
So let me know in the live chat box, if you're watching the replay. Hopefully you make it to the end of the 2 hours on a bit. Let me know if you guys would like me to do probably an 8 to 10 minute video dedicated on staking for BitX. So you guys could just get that in a 8-minute clip, right, instead of the whole 2 hours. Let me know right now. I'm gonna just say my conclusion, and we're gonna call that the end of the live stream, guys. Once again, I do appreciate everyone who has been here the entire time. All right, so let me just go here. So guys, BitX Global is providing us some hefty ass gains during the tail end of this bear market. And if you hopped on this train when I did, you don't even know that your ass is in a bear market. And even if you hopped on this train 2 weeks ago when we did the last live stream, your ass still don't know that you're even in a bear market, all right? And yes, BitX Global is now getting started. I surely will be expecting more gains here with all of the latest developments and exciting announcements still to come from the BitX Global team. So keep it locked, keep it loaded to the Crypto Lifestyle channel for the latest of the latest when it comes to these low-key gems, just like BitX Global. So you know what? There ain't really much left to say other than, oh shit, I keep on doing this, Harold. There is something left to say for you. There is something left to say for you, bro. We need to know what kind of lifestyle you be living, bro.
Sorry?
What kind of lifestyle you be living, bro?
I mean, like everybody knows, it's the freaking crypto lifestyle.
That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard it. The staking program is going to be well in effect. The exchange is going to launch in a matter of days. When that beast Odyssey gets loose, you bet your bottom dollar we could expect some more gains. So, you know what? There ain't really much left to say other than until the next video on live stream. Happy Mother's Day goes out to all the mothers out there who'll be watching the Crypto Lifestyle. You're on your own. Later.
So we have finished our live of year, and I will be ending the Facebook Live. Thank you very much for watching, and whoever supported, thank you. I will get back with another AMA session for all your questions, and all your answers will come through. We are launching on 14th at UTC 12 p.m. Not a.m., p.m. So Get your bags ready. Coming to XBX, BitX, and start trading on EasyBitX. Thank you so much. This is a big live love from Estonia. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye.